would it sound like if somebody actually stood up to the very real problem of road piracy?
Being stopped for your speed. Also, you got illegal tint on your vehicle, all right?
You got illegal tint on your vehicle?
No, you have illegal tint on your vehicle.
This is not a commercial vehicle.
You're at 2%.
Don't do that. That's scratch. You just scratched my tint. This is not a commercial vehicle. You're citing commercial vehicle code.
Go ahead and step out of the car for me. Don't do this in front of your kids, man.
No, I'm gonna teach my kids the right way, not to be.
Hey, stand right there. You are controlling absolutely nothing right now. All right?
I control absolutely nothing, guys.
Take your hands out of your pockets.
So we got a sheriff pulling up right now that he waved over because he doesn't like me recording. So they'll probably shake hands and do the blue line thing. So he's not gonna let me see the radar, guys.
And I'm looking at your daughter, and she's in this scared because of what you're doing.
He's scared because of you. My daughter's scared because of these guys. This guy's working for the same regime that put his people in slaves 400 years ago. He's working for the same people, the same ones, man. I hate to see brothers working for the government.
Hey, I'm Brian Young. Welcome back to the Here's the Deal channel.
Here's the deal.
In pursuit of a Mazda heading south on 3 Points Road.
Here's the deal.
This is a video put out by the YouTube channel Free Dome. Free D-O-M-E. He's got 6.82 thousand subscribers. I love the way he handled this traffic stop. Now note, before I press the play button, that this trooper is addressing this man with his family in the car. It's this little cute kid right here, and I don't know if that's his wife or his girlfriend, but the cop is going to harass this guy. He's going to lay a couple charges on him that are going to amount to $750, $264 for one and $249 for a window tint violations. $249 plus $264 is $752 charge. If you can use logic and reason and show me how this is not road piracy, I am all ears. This right here is roadside highwayman style theft in the name of protecting public safety. And it's also hypocritical to boot, because as this driver is going to say is, hey, let's measure the window tint on your windows. But listen to this. The name of this video is "You Are in Absolute Control Over Nothing," which is what this driver says, or this traveler says to this Oklahoma State trooper in Oklahoma City. Check this out.
So you're being stopped for your speed. Also, you got illegal tint on your vehicle, all right?
What's your vehicle?
Say again?
You got illegal tint on your vehicle?
No, you have illegal tint on your vehicle.
Illegal tint?
Yes.
This is not a commercial vehicle.
So
Don't,
you're at 2%.
don't do that. That's scratch. You just scratched my tint. You just scratched my tint. You just scratched my tint.
I'm down
That's
5 inches.
This is not a commercial vehicle. You're citing commercial vehicle code.
You have a driver's license?
Let me point something out real quick before I hit the play button again. Is the crime so low in Oklahoma City, and you have so much free time on your job as being a law enforcer, that you got all this spare time left over to harass people on the roadway about the darkness of their window tint? Really? In Oklahoma City? I don't know what the population of Oklahoma City is. Maybe, let's say 1 million, maybe. Is there so little crime? Are there no rapes going on? Nobody's murdering anybody. Nobody's abusing somebody. There's no domestic violence going on. There's no break-ins. There's no thefts. There's no robberies going on. Oh, that's right. Robberies are going on. As a matter of fact, we have it videotaped in broad daylight right here. This road pirate right here is initiating theft on a peaceful person who just wants to be left alone.
Can you let this down further, ma'am? Can you let this down further? I can't see through those windows, and I need to see hands, all right?
Just do it, brother. What? Just do it. That's what happens when you get bigger. You just do it, and then the next they come for a public.
And I need you to let down.
Did you hear that? The little girl goes, just do it, just do it. And the father instructs his daughter, I'm assuming this is his daughter, hey, if you do, that's how tyranny takes hold. He didn't say this exact thing, but that's how tyranny takes hold. Just do it. Just comply. Just do what they say and let's just get out of here. That's how tyranny takes hold, because they think they can do this to everybody without any pushback. What was it that Samuel Adams said? When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. It becomes your obligation to resist evil.
This back window.
And by the way, that's not me just calling out this little girl and being mean to her. I'm just amening what the father said. He actually corrected his child in the appropriate way. Here's why you don't just do it. Here's why you don't just comply. Why you don't wave the white flag and roll over, because freedom matters. And people who try to take freedom away are criminals.
Hey, sir. Go ahead and step out of the car for me. You can bring your phone with you and record. I'm recording.
Here we go.
as well.
Here we go.
Not gonna do this in front of your kids, man.
No, I'm gonna teach my kids the right way, not to be
Hey, stand right there. You are in control of absolutely nothing right now. All right?
control absolutely nothing, guys.
Take your hands out of your pockets and stop doing this. I'm not gonna be out here acting.
I'm not doing your stuff.
Do you have your insurance card with you?
I'll get you back to the truck.
Okay, let's go get it.
Can you give me the insurance, please? Oh, look, now he's calling the sheriff, guys, because I'm recording for my First Amendment rights. He wants a sheriff deputy, which is a true law of the land anyways.
And isn't that amazing? A man calling for the help of another man as a guy is standing on his constitutionally protected rights that the first man, man A, this guy right here, swore to protect, defend, and uphold. You know what I really love? What I really love about this, and it's super instructive, what actually we can learn a lot by what didn't happen. When he was in the truck, his wife or girlfriend or whoever this is in the passenger side didn't say anything and just let him communicate. When you have two people starting to talk to the cop, as a matter of fact, there should be an understanding between you and your significant other. Hey, if we ever get stopped, only one of us is going to do the talking. And especially if they split us up, take the fifth. Because they're going to try to get a story out of you and try to get a story out of the other person who was separated. And if the stories don't jive, even if they do, they'll make something up. The more you say, the more they can use against you. And they're looking to use something against you. So it's very instructive to note that his wife or girlfriend or whoever this is in the passenger seat did not talk while he was talking. Let one person, if you're choosing to talk to a cop, and you have the freedom to do that if you want to, if you're going to talk to a cop, let it just be one person. Don't be apologetic. Don't feel obligated to ask questions. As a matter of fact, just be patient in your own mind. It's like they want quick answers. They want you to respond right now. Why don't you slow it down? You be in control. That's what this guy just did. He placed himself in control, and he told the cop already, you are in control. You are in absolute control over nothing. This guy's supposed to be a public servant, but he's acting like a public tyrant and a public nuisance.
Yeah, just get off the app and text it to me. Yeah, just text it to me.
Now let me point something else. Let me point something else out here, okay? They're on what it looks like a busy highway. It looks like those cars right there aren't going slow. So when a cop pulls you over, especially when you're with your family, your life is in jeopardy every second you're sitting on the roadside going 0 miles per hour when everybody else is zooming around about 60 or 70 miles per hour. You could literally lose your entire family in a moment. And we've talked about it before: popped tire, broken tire rod, somebody falling asleep at the wheel, some stupid teenager texting and driving and just swerves over. 18-wheeler, he's on his 11th hour of driving. He just kind of falls asleep and then hits the cruisers and wipes you and your family out, or leaves you with permanent life disabilities. This is just no matter which way you look at what's going on here, it is horrible.
He calling in a sheriff because he doesn't like me recording for my First Amendment rights. He just waved at a sheriff over.
Hey, a real quick question for you, officer. Are steroids illegal in Oklahoma City? Asking for a friend.
So we got a sheriff pulling up right now that he waved over because he doesn't like me recording. So they'll probably shake hands and do the blue line thing.
Now let me go back here. If this was two white officers, let's say, and Donald Lamone from the Communist News Network or Joey Reed from MSLSD, because they always be tripping over there, were to actually, do a story on this, because it wouldn't be journalism, it would be a story. If these were two white cops and the occupant of the vehicle happened to be black, would they be hollering racism? And if they would, why won't they holler that it's racism right here? They're clearly getting harassed by these people. And it's clearly, look, there's tint on that window right there. There's some really dark tint on that window. Guys, I have seen what would amount to limo tint on public servants' vehicles, especially the unmarked ones. Oh, those are really covert. Man, if you went like this and cupped your hands to get out all the ambient light, you could barely see in, especially when all the windows are rolled up. And they're going to hypocritically give you a ticket?
Just text it to me when you get it. I'll show it to you in a minute, bud. We got two officers over here. Can I see the radar?
Nope.
So
it's okay for you.
So he's not gonna let me see the radar, guys.
And I'm looking at your daughter, and she's in there scared because of what you're doing.
He's scared because of you. My daughter's scared because of these guys. My daughter's scared because of these guys.
I'm gonna write him a couple tickets. Can you watch
She's gonna write me a couple tickets.
That I actually do?
I've complied with everything, guys. I've complied with everything that he's asked. He asked me to sit right here, guys. I did it. I did everything he did. He waved this guy over here. What was your name and badge?
Sergeant Bennett.
Sergeant Bennett.
So what's your problem?
The problem is he separated me from my family.
How did he separate you from your family?
Never again, guys. I've been in Mexico 8,000 kilometers. Wasn't treated like this until I get back. My Coast Guard stops on there too. Brett, hey, go ahead and roll your window up. They're with me. 8,000 kilometers through Mexico, guys, and this is what I get. As soon as I get back, I get this stuff. And then he separates me from my family. They don't separate from your family in Mexico, but here they do, because they have egos. Their egos are so big and bloated over here, it's insane.
Stand over there.
Now he's telling me what to do again.
Nothing to do with me. Just sit
Where do you want me to stand?
right over here.
He's telling me to move again, guys.
Stand right over by your truck.
God damn. Colon searches are coming next, guys, to a town near you. Colon searches are coming. We have no rights in
I mean, it's funny and it's not. Colon searches are coming, and you know who's going to stand in line to be the first one to put on that glove and maybe not even put on the glove. Hey, as long as I can get a paycheck for this, I'll do colon searches. You mean to tell me I'll be able to get paid? I'll derive a paycheck for putting on a neoprene glove and sticking it up somebody's rear to take away their freedoms and do another little fishing expedition? Where do I sign? I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's where it leads, guys. There is no limit to the psychopathy of the statist mind. None.
America left, guys. They're almost all gone. We got to stand up. We got to stand up for it. They're taking nonviolent crimes and destroying people's family. They're talking about my tent. Can I see your tent on your vehicle? No, I can't see his tent on his vehicle at all.
Can't see the tint, won't let you see the radar reading. Nope, you're not going to see that. Just take our word for it, Judge. He was doing 74 and a 65. Just take our word for it. We don't have to produce any kind of evidence. Guys, it's road piracy. It literally is road piracy. And believe me, they've got what it takes to take what you've got. And they will. They do.
Been in Mexico, had a good time. Then I get back here, this is what I get. Bunch of harassment. They're trained that we're the enemy. They're trained that we're the bad guys. They're not our friends anymore. They came to help when they first came.
By the way, they haven't been our friends for a long time. If you look back in the 1960s, a lot of people go, man, why can't we just take it back to Mayberry at least? Guys, if I was thinking about doing a video on this. Hopefully I can make it a short video. You know how I just ramble and just, yeah, this guy's jaw-jacking. When will he ever shut up? Just play the freaking video, Brian. Back in the 1960s, there was an Andy Griffith episode where Andy and Barney literally interfere with the free market on a roadside fruit stand to give a guy a citation and threaten to cage him for just being on the roadside engaged in voluntary mutual business transactions. People were pulling over on the side of the road, buying fruit, giving them their money. Oh, that's not, oh, that you're against our city ordinance. That is tyranny, guys. That is, nobody's being harmed. Nobody's being threatened. Nobody's property's being damaged. People are wanting fruit, and the guy with the fruit stand wants their money, and it's consensual. Not good enough for Barney and Andy. We need to get rid of tyranny. Period.
Now they're trained that we're the enemies and that we're going to hurt them, and he's asked me to take my hands out of my pockets. He won't let me see his tent. Got 2 cruisers here, separating me from my family. That's all they want, man.
And think about this. Think about that. When they take you out of your car, when you're in the car with somebody else, what is one of the articles? What is one of the line items in the First Amendment? Freedom of assembly. They're actually telling you you're not free to assemble right now. So not only are they violating your right to be secure in your person's houses, papers, and effects, they're taking you out of the vehicle, keeping you from the assembly of you and your family. What's the reason that you're taking me out of my vehicle, officer? Well, it's a police tactic so they can pin more stuff on you. Because again, this isn't about public safety. This isn't about securing freedoms. This isn't about making America better. America will be worse after this because a theft happened. An actual crime is happening right now, and they're going to get, the criminals will get away with it to the applause of all the bootlicking, thin blue line gang member elites. And all the people in the stands who go, yay, thin blue line, they can do no wrong. This is keeping us safe. He shouldn't have had that window tint. He shouldn't have violated those traffic laws. And freedom of movement, exactly.
These are the same ones. Working for the same people that put your family in slaves, what, 400 years ago? This is the same regime, guys. This guy showed up. He didn't like me recording. They hate the Constitution. They hate freedoms. They hate the Constitution. Every day they hate it. This guy's working for the same regime that put his people in slaves 400 years ago. He's working for the same people. The same ones, man. I hate to see brothers working for the government. I know they got to make money too, but
yeah, but you don't earn a paycheck by engaging in criminal activity. How is that a positive for society? What a powerful thing this guy just said to these cops. These cops are doing to this man, this bearded man, let's call him, those 2 cops right there are doing to this bearded man what was done to their ancestors a couple hundred years ago. And by the way, there was a law back then that if you're caught freeing slaves, you've transgressed the law, and we're going to send the law enforcers out to treat you like a criminal, even though what you did is a highly moral thing. It's all on its head, man. It's all on its head.
That's an Oklahoma County Sheriff, guys. assisting the highway patrol here.
And roadside extortion.
Look, he's got me a long list of tickets there, guys. They hate the Constitution.
You may get some 3 citations, all right?
He's giving me 3 citations, even though I tried to issue.
75 and 60.
Can I see the radar?
For having illegal tint on your side windows, and you're being issued a citation for having tint on your front windows that extends more than 5 inches from the top of the windshield. All right. So fine for the speed.
There's our government overlords, guys. We can't do nothing.
Is 264.
Can I see the radar?
Fine for both of the window tint infractions is 249 each. All right.
Can I?
$249 each for the window tint infractions. That's $249 each, and $264 for doing 75 and a 60. What is it? 74 to 65 or whatever it was. So that's a total of $752 that was just stolen via roadside piracy in the Oklahoma Highway Patrol and Sheriff's Department, Oklahoma City.
See the radar?
Of people to take care of it.
What's your name and badge number?
Trooper Andre Ross, 626. All right.
Can I see the radar?
No,
Why not?
because you're not going to. You're free to go, sir.
Don't be violent to anybody today. Don't harass anybody's rights.
And they just did this actually is violence. What do you mean it's violence? They didn't go hands on. They didn't pull their tasers. They didn't spray the guy with mace. They didn't pull their firearms. This is violence because you've got the implied threat of force anytime a law enforcer walks up to you, because you have a badged, uniformed, heavily armed, heavily fortified dude who can deploy all the resources of the state against you. Everybody knows what's going on here. This is roadside extortion. And the reason I call it extortion and not simple theft, because it's extortion with the implied threat of force. A government gun will come and be pointed at your head if you do not comply.
The Constitution is here. We the people is the highest law of the land. Look, handshake.
Wow.
They give each other respect, but they don't give us respect.
Wow.
They give each other respect, but they don't give us any respect. That's how it is.
Look at the tint. Look at the tint on this sheriff's car.
3 tickets, guys.
Look at the tint on the trooper's car.
3 tickets.
The trooper's car tint is not as dark, I'll give you that, as the sheriff's car tint.
Don't go home and kick your dog.
This is not a gag or a scam.
Holy cow, man. All right, just leave your thoughts about this for the World and Global Thought Police in the comment section below. The name of this YouTube channel is Freedome. The name of the video is You're in Absolute Control Over Nothing. I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Let him know what you thought about it and tell him High Impact Flicks / Here's the Deal sent you.